right. All right, we are live. No laces. It's your boy Antonio Lamar. Back at you one more time with my boy Sean. What's going on, bro?
What's happening? What's happening?
Not much, man. And now, a message from the king. No,
Message from the
maybe,
king.
maybe not.
Big Eight Conference. For the last 14 years, we win today. We've won 11 Big Eight Conference championships. Everybody reading the Southwest Conference, they talk about Texas in the last 10, 12 years has won 2 Southwest Conference. Houston 3. A&M finally won them 1 in 18 years. People don't know what it is to be champions. Oklahoma invented it.
Oklahoma invented it.
Man, that's the truth. Nah. That's what we are, man. We invented being champions. Nah. What's going on? I guess we're gonna talk about the depth chart today. 247, I believe, released a projected depth chart. So it's not official like a referee whistle, but it is a depth chart nonetheless. So we will discuss it, see what y'all think about it, and try to make sense of it. So the obvious starting off, they got Spencer Rattler, they got Caleb Williams second. So anything to say about that?
No.
Nah?
Nothing really. It's cool that it was like you said, it's obvious. Um, did I expect somebody else to be second backup quarterback? It would be nice to just let Caleb just get his rep. I mean, get kind of get seasoned from the sideline without worried about having to go in. But if he's the best guy, he's the best guy.
I mean, the transfer dude, I mean, I guess you could make him. What's his name? Michael, whatever.
Yeah.
He could have
Is it Bowen?
something like that. He could have
Yeah.
been there, but I mean, Caleb Williams is a talent, man. 5-star type talent. So we know he's gonna get in there number 2, make his way. And if anything happened, I'm pretty sure we'd all want Caleb Williams to be the one to step in and get the job done.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
So I don't see nothing wrong with that. The running back, the next position. They got Eric Gray starting, then Kennedy Brooks coming off the bench. What you think about that? I mean, is it any way possible that Kennedy Brooks is not going to start?
Man, apparently so. I mean, I didn't think it was possible. Um, just from we know what Kennedy's capable of. We've seen him in action as a Sooner. Yeah, granted, we've all got a chance to see the footage of Eric Gray. We got a chance to see him in the spring game. But I didn't see him being the guy. But with that said, I still don't think it's gonna be one of those situations where he's getting 20, 30 carries and Kennedy Brooks getting 5. You know what I mean? I think it'll be real balanced, and it really could be that he might start in the backfield, and as we saw in the spring game, they line him up out there in the slot. Then you got Kennedy in the backfield, so it might be some of those situations where you see both of those guys on the field a lot. So I wouldn't look too far into that.
No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking far into it at all. I got Kennedy Brooks starting. Got Eric Gray too, but there is a but. Trey Bradford. They say he's making progress, digesting the offense. There was an article came out, I believe, on Sports Illustrated. Pull it up.
Yeah, I got it right here. It was
By
actually
big
John
shout out
Hoover.
to Ryan Chapman. You know what I'm saying? Just put it out on it yesterday. So you got to pull it up. What it
Oh,
say?
you got another article then. You said you got Ryan Chapman's
I
article?
got a Ryan Chapman guard. Who you got?
I got an article from John E. Hoover.
I'll bet that's another two. Because it was 2 articles. Go ahead.
Oklahoma Trey Bradford getting rave reviews. Um, they were talking to they're just mentioning how we already have Kennedy Brooks and Eric Gray, and they're saying that Trey Bradford is getting as soon as having a lot of confidence in him. He's a very explosive dude, Brooks said last week. When the ball is in his hands, he does great things. He's fast, strong. I see a bright future for him. So,
Mhm.
man, he just came right in and just went straight to the rotation. That's the shocker to me. You know what I mean? That you're hearing more about the guys, the transfers that came in than guys that were already on the team that we kind of expected to get more of a role. You know what I mean?
But
So
you
I
know,
guess because
they
go
kind
ahead.
of, but you know, the coaches kind of do that during this time of the season. They kind of they uplift the
Right.
guys who need to have a little uplifting, I guess, so to speak, for lack of better words. But yeah, man, they try to make the players feel better that's in the behind. I'm not saying this is actually the case or not. I have no facts. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm just going off of what I'm hearing. I have no sources like that. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't think so. All I'm saying is, no. Excuse me. Not that I don't think he's not doing good. I'll switch back to Eric Gray real quick because I definitely don't think he's starting. But Trey Bradford, I could be wrong about that, but Trey Bradford, I'm sure he looks good. I mean, I'm sure his work ethic is on point and everything like that, and he's handling business. But usually, the guys who's already been there usually end up starting and
Mm-hmm.
playing now. Will he hold the job the whole season? Well, if he keep doing what Kennedy Brooks usually does, he probably will. And Eric Gray just probably get a lot of touches. I mean, I want to see both of them get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because they both look dynamic. Trey Bradford, I don't know. I watched some highlights of him, but I haven't seen him in the OU uniform, so I can't give a, you know,
Right. Right.
proper diagnosis assessment
No, I can
of
agree
how he's
with you
doing.
on everything you just said there, man. I don't think, like I said, I wouldn't read too much into Kennedy not being the starter, man. At some point he's going to be the guy.
Mm-hmm. Who? Gray?
Brooks,
Brooks?
yeah,
Of course.
yeah. I mean, I don't think like you were saying. Usually the guys that have been around get that nod. So and it could be a bunch of different factors as to why that it is the way it is right now. But who knows?
It is. You're right about that for sure. For sure. What up, Richard Coons? I see you. I see he said Barry the King. He said KB should start. I agree. Marcus Major will get a lot of snaps this season. See, I've
That's what I'm.
almost kind of slipped my mind a little bit,
That's what I'm
Richard.
saying.
Is
I'm
that
not sure. I'm not. I was man early on, especially when Seth got released from the team. You couldn't have told me that Major couldn't expect a big year because you know what Kennedy and Eric Gray are gonna be your 1-2 punch. Somebody's got to come in and spell them because we're gonna go to that 2-back set.
mm-hmm.
But now, I mean, it just seems like at the moment Trey Bradford is getting that nod. But we know that could change, and it don't take but one carry, and then all of a sudden you don't see the field again until the bowl game.
All right, he come here and fumble or do some weird stuff. Out of here
Mm-hmm.
quickly. But I think it'd be all right. What you got it pulled up over there
Which one?
with that?
Yes.
What do you got next over there? I'm gonna try.
Actually, I don't. Let me go back to it. Just a quick click. We were at the running backs, Eric Gray and Kennedy Brooks. The tight end H back, we got Austin Stogner, and Jeremiah Hall, which I don't think that's a surprise. Who else do we have on the depth chart that's gonna go in those positions? The ex receiver, Theo Weiss, and number one, and Jaden Hazelwood as the number two. What you think about that?
You know what I think. I don't know what's going on there. Nah, but nah, I guess Theo Weiss was, he was out there last year and he did decent, but Jaden Hazelwood was hurt. He's a little banged up, so We didn't have him for most of the season, and when we did, look at Shark. So he's still coming back, but man, I want to see Hazelwood on the field. But no knock to Weiss though, man. He's getting better and everything like that. So, and I don't have a problem with it, as long as they get out there. What else we got? Marvin Mims, right? Hey.
Yeah, Marvin Mims coming in at the Y, and with his backup being Drake Stoops. That one was a little bit tricky to me. And I say that because typically, well, I guess it's not, because you want your best athletes on the field, and with the Z, you got Mike Woods over there starting at the Z spot. Because what I was gonna say, you would see somebody like Drake or Mario Williams at that Y, but we loaded at that receiver position, man. So you're gonna see some guys that you traditionally probably wouldn't see them lined up all over the place out there.
Oh my bad. What was the last thing you just said? Hey, I was over doing a little posting. No, I was doing a little I was looking at the comments and doing a little posting.
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay.
I
was just saying that I kind of expected Mills to be on the outside with Stoops and Williams rotating on the inside at that Y. But you do want your best athletes on the field, and I guess for the best combinations with Mike Wood starting at the Z, and you got Hazelwood and who did we say was over there? Hazelwood and Mims. And Weiss over there at the X. You got to have Mims in there somewhere.
Hey, look, I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't know how you work it. I don't know how you want to X, Y, Z's and all this. However you want to mix it. Hazelwood, Weiss, and Mims should be the three starters, in my opinion. You could, to me, put the two big boys on the outside, you throw Mims in the slide and let's work. But to me, but is that too, I guess is that too simple?
How do you set a guy on the bench like Mike Woods, though, who did what he did in the SEC? If I'm not mistaken, he was either yards by catch or something like that, or might have been catches or something. He led the SEC in. You know what I'm saying? So he's for sure. He's that possession target. That's that guy that is going to do all the right stuff and catch the ball. Not to say that these other ones won't, but it's proven. He's a baller.
Is it proven, eh? I'll be the judge of that. Let's pull up Mike Woods. Pull up the stats. What was he doing out here? Makes him so viable. I don't know, but to me though, is he Jaden Hazelwood?
I think Hazelwood gives you that big play capability, that you know what I'm saying, the electrifying play type deal.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. If we help him. All right, so he had 33 catches year before last year. He had 32 last year. What he did do is he averaged 19.3 yards a catch.
That's what it was, yeah.
He averaged 12.8 the year before that, but he averaged 20 yards a catch. So he was making the big plays. He had 5 touchdowns. Pretty good. Listen, I watched him, as much of him as I could, and he seemed like a good player, so I'm not hating on him. Definitely not hating on him, but to me, just gotta get your boy. You gotta get the I don't know. I probably just would have the guys out there that's been there, that know the system a little better.
Right.
I kind of had him starting, and then I would mix him in there.
What's that say about him, though, to be able to jump some of those guys that know the system?
Well, if he truly jumped them, then that's fine. But this is a media projections. This is not, the coaches didn't put out this too deep.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not, we just talking about it, but I'm not like taking it to heart. Like, oh, this is going to be the too deep, because I honestly don't believe none of this except for a few positions.
Based on what we saw in the spring game, you couldn't have told me that Mario wasn't going to be a starter.
He still might be, but I I doubt it though. I never thought him to be a starter. I just thought he would play a lot. Like,
I didn't think he would start either until the spring game, when I saw how they were trying to utilize him. But that could have all been just say, hey, this is our newest recruit. We want to let y'all see him.
yeah, let him shine. I mean, it's almost like preseason football, like in the NFL. I don't
Right.
take much from it. I'm just like, okay, like he was throwing him the ball, letting us see what he worked with, exciting the fans.
Right. I mean,
And that's cool.
That's what it's all about anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of get everybody back acclimated. You know, welcome everybody back to the squad. Get a chance to see some excitement.
Cool.
But this receiver room, man, since we on this topic, this could have very well been the reason Luther Burden decided to decommit on us.
Oh, Luther decided to decommit on us, huh?
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. Basically, he's saying that he want to be able to get on the field and play. Let's see if I can find that article.
Yeah, because he was. What did he say? It says a business decision.
Yeah, his Twitter, respect my decision, business move. Quote.
Okay, well, quote. We'll see.
We want to make sure we give him. Who is
yeah, give him his props. But we'll see, man. We'll see how Burden turns out. Obviously, he want to go somewhere where he can come right in and start, and I feel him on that. You know, we never know when you might get hurt or whatever the case. But I do like a guy who wants to compete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he doesn't. He might just look at it like, hey, man, look, I might have to red shirt, and I don't feel like red shirt. So he's like, I'm out of here. But but whatever, Luther. What you say?
It's so many factors. It could be when you take into consideration the NIL, and these kids can now make money.
Yeah. Good point.
The only way you making money is if what? You on the field.
That's a great point.
Some of these kids aren't in the best situations at home right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And if that's what he feel like he need to do to support his family, then I'm all for it. But
I will say this: there has been, like, I heard some rumblings or so on one of the podcasts or so, maybe, you know, they was talking about how OU was kind of being funny with who they was approving for some of the stuff, some of the NIL stuff for players to get endorsed or whatever by certain stuff, like certain people, companies and businesses. And I don't know. I just, I'm sorry, I don't have it right out. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it was a couple players or a couple businesses that was trying to do business with the players that the OU didn't allow, or Lincoln Riley and them didn't allow. So that could possibly play into it, because I remember it being talked about on the unofficial 40, and they was talking about how, you know, they didn't understand. They was asking, would this hurt recruiting and stuff like that? So, I mean, we gotta throw that in there, because they were saying absolutely it will, and this could just be the first sign of, nah. If y'all are acting funny with the stuff, I'm going somewhere else. I can get paid.
Go get my money.
And that's where the business decision might.
Right. That could be exactly it.
That could, you know, be a little cryptic message, like.
Right.
Like y'all playing with the money.
When I first heard about it, I heard that he had said that he wanted to play right away, basically. And I was a little torn by that at first, because I'm like, man, you this stud athlete. What's wrong with the little competition? Yeah, we loaded at the wide receiver spot. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this is the problem with getting, you know, three top 100 recruits dang near every year at the wide receiver spot. You know what I mean? Then you get the ones that you really want, and they back out on you. But then I got to thinking about it, I'm like, man, it could be a bunch of different situations. I can't just charge that to his competitive nature.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. I want to be, plus a high school kid too, and I don't want to be hard on him like that. So,
Right.
nah, I don't fault him for that, man. You make decisions for yourself. I'm an OU fan, so don't I don't want nobody to take nothing like I'm being seriously mad at some high school student. No,
Straight
you
up.
know what I'm saying. These kids got to do what they got to do for themselves. I wish them nothing but the best. I keep saying it because I do. I truly do, and I'm not on wish he fail or nothing like that. So, good luck to you, Luther Burden. Hope you change your mind, come back. If you don't, peace. We'll see, man. Go make your business decision. But we're gonna be over here trying to win this national championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. And that's what we're doing.
Gotta have it. It's looking up this year, man. When I caught a news clip, not a clip, but I kind of caught the end of a Paul Feinbaum interview the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you hear Paul Feinbaum basically bigging up the defensive coordinators and the defensive unit at Oklahoma and saying how much better they are, and they're gonna be a threat, that's a good sign.
So that's rich coming from him. Like it's for him to even give OU's props like that. That's a lot.
But he did say that he was asked in that same interview that if we were to win the national title this year, would he claim it as the SEC title? And of course, he said yes. So that could just be the SEC.
Oh, he needs to cut the crap.
Man.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far.
No way it could be an SEC title this year.
I mean, in the Big 12, what are you talking about?
Right.
They have to live. He know, man. He's just talking now.
But they known for claiming championships that
Right.
wasn't quite real championships. You know what I mean?
I have no comments. Listen, left tackle, Anti Harrison and Savion Byrd. Left guard, Marquise Hayes and Nate Anderson. At center, Andrew Rain and Robert Congo. At right guard, Tyrese Robinson, Chris Murray. Well, I guess he switched from center. Right tackle, Wanya Morris and Eric Swinson. So I thought Wanya would play left tackle, but I remember hearing about the switch, that they was working him over there. And I guess Anton Harrison was looking good. And you know what I'm saying? So I hope it works out. And Beatonbow know what he's doing. I have no problem. Whatever, if this could be totally wrong, but whatever it ends up being on the 2D, I'm confident.
My only
Bill Beatonbow
thing about that, it's not even really a concern, but I just noticed that Murray wasn't a starter. You know what I mean? I figured that he would be starting somewhere, whether it's center or a guard, at one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But, this ain't official.
Who you talking about? Harrison, Maxwell? Nathan? Who you talking about? He was hurt all year? But anyway, that's the 2D projected depth chart according to, wherever the hell we got this article from. 247 Sports. My boy Joey Helmer. So we'll see if that proves to be accurate or not.
You know how I feel about it.
People don't know what it is to be champions. Oklahoma invented it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. So we're going to take the King's word for it. You know what I'm saying? And keep it rolling. Just like that. So, what else we got on the board? Ran across this article, by the way, while we're here. We was watching preseason football. I was looking at the NFL Network. Blah, 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 blah. I saw them talking about when people break out in the preseason and they mentioned Victor Cruz. And Victor Cruz, they showed like 10 of his highlights. It was amazing. He was going hard in the preseason. He had on number 3. It was like 2010, if anybody remembers.
Number 3, Victor Cruz.
Yeah, but during the highlights, I noticed, I was like, who throwing the ball? The ball was getting there. All right. It was none other than wearing number 5, Rhett Bomar, which led me to Google Rhett Bomar just to see, how long I forgot how long his career was and all that stuff like that. And what happened to him after he left OU. Kind of slipped my mind. Went to Sam Houston State, I believe. Did nothing but break all their records, like they passing records and stuff like that. And, anyway, ended up going to the Giants, and he was throwing Victor Cruz the ball and all these highlights in the preseason. But I ran across an article it said Oklahoma's top 20 recruiting what ifs. And it had, it's by John E. Hoover to be exact, writing for SI.com. Good articles from back in February, so a lot of y'all might have already saw this, I'm pretty sure. But I thought I didn't even really look at the whole list. I looked at some of it. I just kind of wanted to run it down real quick. What you think?
Let's hear it.
Oh, I thought it was a stupid question. No, I'm sorry.
My bad.
I thought it was a dumb question, and I still think it is.
One more time.
I thought it was a dumb question, and I still think it is.
All right, Bob. I got you. All right, so number 20 on the what ifs was Mike Reed, or as a linebacker. I remember him. You know what I'm saying? He came over and supposed to be good. But we don't have to stick on this too long.
Who was that again?
Mike Reed.
Oh, okay.
Linebacker. Number 19, Ricky DuBarry. And he was just played a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? Didn't turn out. Supposed to be good. Parrish Cobb. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention him. Atari Bird at number 17. Atari could have been better.
Yeah, what happened?
Tay Evans, number 16. Remember Tay? Tay was from somewhere in the state. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm blanking on the high school right now. I remember Brandon Williams at number 15.
Oh,
goodness. Yes, I remember playing running back and fumbling problem. Went to A&M, ended up playing corner in the league. Ended up making it to the league for Cardinals or somebody. Jeff Levy at number 14. Keith Ford at number 13. Same issue, just fumble too much.
Yeah.
From the ball, I thought he was going to be amazing. He wasn't. Austin Haywood, number 12.
Shout out to Austin. That's a friend of mine's son, man.
There you go. Shout out to Austin, man. It was great. Tony Cade, number 11. Number 10, Jamil Owens. Number 9, Michael Quick.
Oh.
Mcguire Quick, I'm sorry.
I know. That's also a friend of mine's little brother.
Another one. And another one. Number 8, Dallas Tide. He was like 6'5". I thought he was going to be the truth. Didn't see the field. And ended up transferring, I believe, or something like that. Josh Jarbo. My goodness.
Oh, man.
Remember, he was supposed to come in and be the deal.
That's all you heard with Jarbo.
Jarbo. Did he make it through practice?
Man.
No. Did he make it through? We got number 6, Brent Ross, yo. Brent Ross, quarterback. Fell out the back of the truck. I mean, I don't know. Something like that. Broke his arm. Crazy. So,
I was going to say, that name sounds familiar, but I can't remember the story behind that one.
They did. Chris Patterson, number 5. Number 4, infamous in my book. I call him shoestrings.
Uh-oh. Alex Ross?
You already know. See, Marcus he would already know who I'm talking about. Jeremy Calhoun.
Oh, Jeremy Calhoun?
Man, you just touch his leg, he fall. He's out of here. And we got number 3, Mo Dampier was supposed to be the truth. Number 2, Mr. Handsy himself, Trey Mcguire.
Oh, my goodness.
Trey Mcguire was supposed to be Jerry Rice of Oklahoma University. Coming out of high school, we thought he was going to be the truth. It's right up there with the Davion Gardner dude, or whatever his name was.
D.D. Gardner?
The dude who never made it to campus, probably.
Yeah.
He was right up there with that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, again, that's that 5-star curse on the wide receivers that we was having. Like, every time we got one around here, man, something crazy happened.
Right. So, of course, number 1, Rhett Bomar. And that's how I found this article searching him. And what do you know? Our number one what if, because he was the number one quarterback. We got him, Adrian Peterson, the same year, 2 5 stars. It was amazing. And he looked good until he got in trouble. I mean, he started off rocky, but he was a freshman.
Man,
And we thought he was coming in, got booted off the team. Enter Oklahoma's own Sam Bradford to go on in, do what he did. I mean, something like won a Heisman or something. I mean, he might have did something like that. I don't know. And
what sucks about this whole NIL deal is for kids just like Red Beaumont and that whole deal that he got caught up in. You know what I mean? Wasn't he? That was with the car salesman, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. The car dealership.
The car dealership, yeah.
And
that would be tough.
He got paid for work he didn't do.
Right. Like, man, he could actually be getting it if you put him in today's world and he makes his money fair and square. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
That's the way it crumbles now. A lot of people in jail for doing things that are now legal, so we don't want to go there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother issue.
Anyway, Boomer Sooner.
Sooner.
So they just went over the too deep for the offense, basically, in that article. So that's all we'll touch on today. Man, Nathan, Richard, and the Chizat, you know what I'm saying? Wester Sloan, Jonathan Collins, when y'all hit us up. I mean, anytime. If one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, we trust y'all, one of the good fellas from the chat. If y'all ever want to hop on the Zoom, hook up with me, man. Go to No Laces Show on Instagram and hit me a DM. Give me an email. And if you ever want to be on the show one of these Wednesdays, 7:30, as long as you got some headphones or something where we can hear you pretty clearly and all that, man, y'all can hop on the show, man. We know what I'm saying. We want to make this show the voice of the OU fan. I think that's what we need to turn it into. Just basically, but we got, you got to be here now. We can't let anybody on. But if you want to be on, if you're not afraid to be on camera and talk live, we would like to get your insights. So please go to No Laces Show on Instagram. You can go there on Facebook to No Laces, on Twitter at No Laces Show. And anywhere I check it, at least once a day. And I get back to you when I see it. So, yeah, but just throwing that out there for anybody thinking about it within this next week or anybody to hear my voice. Just holler at us, man. And because we want to make the show bigger and better, man. We're trying to get over 1,000 subs, trying to get over 20-something. Like, we start low, 20-something likes every show. You know what I'm saying? We do good some shows. Some shows we want to get out there a little more. So if you would like to subscribe and share the video, we would really appreciate it. At least I would. I know Sean would too. So.
Absolutely.
And because all we want to do, man, because when the season come around, we want it to be as big as possible. Especially we want to get it to the point where we on here talking and y'all watching the game, and you can watch the game and still listen to us comment on the game. You know what I'm saying? But out of all due respect, don't really plan on, when we do the live shows, as of right now, kind of only plan on coming on fourth quarter, end of the fourth quarter. If the game is too good, maybe the end of the game. Because we're not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and talk for 3 hours over the whole OU game. You know what I'm saying?
There's going to be a lot going on during
right.
that game.
I'm trying to watch every play. So I'm we really focused. But anyway, y'all, what's up, Richard? Because I see you saying, Boomer, I got to say sooner. So, yeah, man. We'll be back at least next week, 7:30 is the time. You know what I'm saying? So pretty sure Marcus will be back next week. Marcus A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Missed him today. But, all right, he'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Always representing, always keeping his articles and things to look up and stuff like that. Keeps on information. Ain't got a lot of recruiting talk today because Marcus is not here. That's our recruiting expert.
He's our guy, man. He's the recruiting guru, man.
So he's the guy. You know what I mean? So y'all shout us out on your feeds if you can, and we out of here.
Hold on, man. I got a message from Coach Riley, man.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm so proud of our guys. Texas was a great team, great battle with them. Both of them
That's a little bit low, but we're the champs and we darn good. You know what I mean? Feels darn good. Big 12 champs. I don't know how many years in a row. It seems like forever.
Yeah, forever. You know, that's what's up, man. Y'all get back at us next week, man, for sure.
You know, critics are like assholes, man. Everybody got one, you know. I ain't tripping when my shoes tied. And sometimes I ain't even got laces, brother.
Already. Peace.